Twisted Cult Studio, and I'm here chatting with Daniel from MT and Bug Nation about his new album. Hey Daniel, so tell us about your project.
So the group Bug Nation is Archangel meets Martian. The first one, at least, is kind of the introduction story, basically, of how we became entities working alongside each other, and then how we became friends through working in the studio and stuff together. So.
Oh, nice. So, tell us a little bit about your album and your favorite song from the album.
Okay, so the album was kind of an experimental, put together, really just a mashup of a bunch of different styles that appeased or that we grew up with. We went back and used a lot of old synths and old sounds to really bring back this crisp feel. Especially with the first one, Welcome to the Forest was just kind of an ode to old nostalgic 90s sad boy music kind of.
Right.
But with a feel of, modern spirit. So I think that's kind of, what the element of the whole project was to keep it kind of vintage and make it sound like it came from a certain era, but present it crisp and new.
Right. No, yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah.
And then favorite track off of it, honestly, it's kind of it changes day to day. When I was kind of going through some life stuff though, Fail to Win, and that song just, it's almost like a mantra, it's just got such a raw feel, and we were yelling it, so I remember the energy in the studio, and I don't know, it kind of inspires me, to just stay striving and stay strong and stay hungry and also stay humble and stay ready to be teachable, you know what I mean? So it actually is kind of the track that got me starting these business courses and got me into getting more serious about, presenting our music and marketing ourselves and becoming more of a brand and taking the name from the closet and the bedroom and the front room where we record it and, presenting it to the world. So.
Yeah. I can tell you honestly, the first time I heard it, I got chills, and it was at the point where, I'm going to be honest with you, I needed to hear it. So I will tell you, and everyone else, great track. It's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah. Fail to Win it's crazy, especially because so my boy, he's always on this David Goggins, and I never really knew who he was until, he introduced me to him, and I just kind of started going home and doing listening sessions on everybody's, but specifically Mr. Goggins, and started understanding why Nick keeps, his book in the studio, You Can't Stop Me. It's all a thing in your mind, your own boundaries and your own walls is your own thing. So so Fail to Win, but I really honestly do also love Immediate Threat, just because that was actually what somebody told me, is that my presence to her became an immediate threat, and she didn't understand why. She was just you seem like a threatening presence, and I don't ever want to really come off that way, but I applied it different, and instead of taking it as a negative thing, I kind of took it as an energy thing and a presence thing of, maybe I'm too big to stand in the room or be around low vibrations, just because of where I'm at. Not that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, just I'm an immediate threat to people that maybe are struggling with insecurities and loneliness and stuff like that, just because I'm ready to upfront it, you know, and I don't run from things like that, especially in myself, but with other people. And I feel like Immediate Threat was kind of a self-reflection track of, this is how far I've come to where, like, now even my level of ambition has become threatening to my insecurities, you know,
right.
and my stagnant lifestyle that I was living, you know, just kind of stuck and spinning in a carousel. Now, with a mission and with a different, like, sense of pride about myself, I think I've become a threat to the weak side of myself. So, yeah.
Another great track.
So, yeah.
So many great tracks. Okay, so go ahead and tell us where they can find.
Yeah, so Bug Nation, Martian meets Archangel is on all platforms, Spotify. You can even ask Alexa to pull it up. Yeah, I mean, we're starting with this one. We're gonna start, now that the album's out, working on some more visuals and stuff for it. Now that it's had room to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, now we're gonna start throwing some visuals out there and back the body of the sound with some visuals. You know, give it a new feel and keep it crisp in yet another way. So
absolutely, guys, go check it out.
Excited.
It's fantastic.